Um, oh, we're both there. It's working. It's working now.
Howdy, everybody, or anybody. If anybody's here, let's see. Let me go back over here. And 4 are watching, it says. So.
All right. If anybody, I don't see anybody in here.
Nobody in the. Let's see. Go to live chat.
Oh, let me get live. All right. Let's see if we get a. Well, I can tell.
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Yeah. All right. And I got a testing 1, 2. Can anybody hear us? I got it playing back so I can hear.
I don't see anybody in the chat. Do you see anybody in the chat yet? Okay. Don't be shy if you come on into the chat room.
Am I talking too loud?
No.
Testing 1, 2. Okay. Well, we'll stay here for a while.
Check. Test. Testicles.
Let me go. Let me go live chat. All right.
Yeah, I did that too. There's Frank C. Hey, Frank. You sound okay, Frank? Do we?
Are we sounding okay, Frankie C?
Do we want to take care of this here, Mitch?
Yeah, but it's remove. Yeah. Okay. But I can't.
Why is he allowed? Well, how come he came back?
He can just keep on making up other accounts and.
Oh, he put a space between them. I think. Did he have a space between them before?
I don't. Probably not.
Yeah, he'll get the message eventually. Can't be naughty to the community. Okay, Frank. Frank C. Thanks for telling us that, Frank.
Yeah. So Franco, we're sounding good. The audio sounding good. Yeah, I'm not too loud because this mic can be loud if I don't watch it.
Frank says Ian's coming for. Where are you at? Where is Frank?
He is in. Where are you exactly at, Frank? He's in like South North Carolina, somewhere around there.
It's heading his way.
It's coming for him. Yeah.
Well, my niece and her husband dodged a bullet there in Dunedin. You know,
I talked to Lou. I talked to Paul Lou. He made.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right. I forgot about Paul. I should have emailed him.
John Wiesen had a lot of wind. He had a lot of rain, a lot of water where he's at, but his house is good.
Where's he
he's
at?
Like around Orlando, like little east of Orlando.
Is it past Orlando now?
Yeah, it's probably
they got hit really hard.
Parts of it did.
That's right. Water. But it went down to Category 2, I think, by the time it got there.
Right.
When I don't know anybody down in Fort Myers is where it came in, or no?
You do. What's Dave Byron?
Byron.
He stayed at a friend's that was a little. So I think they made that all right. Where they stayed at. I don't know how his place made out, but I think he was. I don't know how close he was to the water.
Yeah, I'm out of touch with Dave Byron. Is he still doing videos?
Yeah, he does. Well, he's worked. He does a lot of.
He does
live
video.
Stuff.
He does live shows. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Indian Land, South Carolina. Never heard of that, Frank. Going over the Atlantic and then swing. Yeah, that's what I heard. Going out to sea and then coming back. So what part of North Indian Land, South Carolina? Indian.
Brian, how you doing? 6-string Brian, how you doing?
6-string Brian. Indian Land, South Carolina. There we go. Where's the map? Oh, here we no. Oh, come on. Indian. Here we go. There's a map. I'll tell you what, it's that's just the whole Indian land. So are you on an Indian reservation? Indian land. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's terrible. Whenever I try to get a map of someplace, I can never find it. Oh, let me go to here. Bring back up the pop-up chat. All right. Is Brian S. okay? What's wrong with Brian S? Oh my God.
Brian Stewart. Well, he was in He was around there too. He stayed.
Oh, that's right. He's down in Florida. I forgot he moved to Florida.
He went to a motel or a hotel east, and I forgot where it was.
Oh, okay.
So
he evacuated. All right. Well, better safe than sorry.
See, he's still by himself down there, and he
Fort Mill, South Carolina. All right.
But we're going to probably get some of the rain from it over the weekend, I imagine. Right?
Oh, yeah. We're going to get rain all day Saturday and Sunday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be nice tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Fort Mill, Rock Hill, Newport. Oh, you're below Charlotte. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you should be. I would hope that you're far enough west, Frank. Let's hope that way anyway. And Brian S., I have not bought an SG, so you don't have to ask.
All right, here's if I'm coming in too loud, I found out where to do it, where to adjust my volume at.
Cool.
They told EV Mux told me when I was emailing them. So here you got to hover over your picture in the green room, and you'll see adjustment for a sound thing, and it says affecting the broadcast.
Really?
Yep. You should probably have it too for yourself.
I don't have it. I can't do that.
I can do it.
Okay, right. Yeah, that's cool. All right, but I think we sound okay. I think we're okay.
I think I was a little loud. All right, very good. Very good.
I forgot Brian S. moved to Florida. That lucky dog. I wish I'd get my wife to move. I'd be in Florida tomorrow. Tomorrow.
11 people in there now.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me ask, does anybody else have this issue? I don't know if you got to, but what I do with my YouTube channel, occasionally I put up a video, whatever. Put up another one tonight to help this guy Retro Bites. He wants to learn how to play this one real simple song that I do, but it's simple. It's not as simple for a beginner as it would be for some of us. But anyway, so, I'm on YouTube. I don't watch much TV. I watch some, but, so I'll watch videos and then I'll go to my YouTube studio to see if I have any comments to keep. Instead of keep clicking my videos and checking the comments there, I respond to comments through the YouTube studio thing. And out of nowhere, tonight, I went in there and checked because I just put up a video a couple hours ago. And there's a comment from 4 months ago that I didn't comment to, that I missed, but it just showed up tonight. What is that all about? And it happens all the time. I'll get the comments that are a month or 2 months old that I never saw before.
I get new stuff.
It's weird. I YouTube is There's Dan in New Jersey. So 6-string Brian wants to know if you like Emux better.
Yeah. It's just they give you more stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah, EV Mux, they give you a lot of stuff just for free. I have the ability to stream in 1080, where I'm on this middle plan. I pay for this middle plan on StreamYards, and I don't get 1080. You got to get up to the higher plan. And this, they give it to you free. They give you the ability to overlay stuff. I can't get rid of the EV Mux logo, but I can put those backgrounds in it. I can do that on a free print, what you see behind me. And you can't do that on the free plan. I don't think you can do it. You might be able to do some on a free plan, but they give you a little more ability, and I can edit that. My Mitch Heyman, that's an EV Mux. I can play around with that, have that go in and come out. So they give me quite a bit of things for free. Mm-hmm. And I email them because I was having these difficulties, like when we tried it last week or last time
a couple weeks ago,
I was using OBS, and of course it's a new version. It wouldn't let me. I like to use OBS because I can change my camera settings in there, and it wouldn't work with OBS. It would not show my when I use the virtual cam. I'm using something different. It's like OBS. It's called Prism, but it's like OBS on steroids, by default. And so that's working. I'm using Prism, just my camera. Turned the lights down. I got one LED light bouncing off the wall, and that's the only light I got in here. But I got one of these color lights. I can do all these things here, I forget how to do it on automatic. Is it?
You know, Mitch, my head spins all the different things you do. You know, OBS, now you were like OBS king, now you're Prism king, and
so
50 million cameras.
Turn it off, turn it on.
Is that a 3-string guitar hanging up on the wall?
Yeah, it's a cigar box.
Cigar box.
Guy from work gave it to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you changed your background on the wall, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I took since I took the green screen down.
Oh, that's what it is.
Man, nothing's working now. What's going on? What's going on? It's supposed to be
there you go.
Anyway,
remote control lights. Very cool. Very cool.
Yes, it does the whole wall, even the sides of it. I got it on the floor. Anywho.
Did you add the guitars to the bottom of the background? You talking?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did that. But that's just a picture. I did that. There's a site called canva.com. It lets you create all, just upload stuff. You can play stuff, move stuff. Really easy to use. And you can download the picture. And it's all free. They have a paid version, which enables you, and it gives you the ability to download it in higher quality. I think that's the only difference, really. Hi, Janice.
You got more computer knowledge and know-how in your little pinky than I do in my whole head.
Well, don't forget I went to school for this too.
Well, I guess.
I mean, a long time
Janice.
ago. So I still get stuck on things. I mean, when something breaks, I really got to troubleshoot it. I updated my graphics card the other day, and it changed my power settings in Windows. So,
oh, jeez.
Yesterday, he said my monitor was going out. So I'm like thinking, then it dawned on me. That's what it did. It changed my power. So it automatically would put my monitor to sleep after 10 minutes. I turned that stuff off, and it turned it back. I did something where it turned it back.
We got some people listening. Maybe they have ideas, but I'm sure you could. So the whole zip file thing. Do you have to have WinZip installed?
No.
You got to pay for that. Because here's what happened.
Windows has a free. Windows will do it for nothing. It's got.
That's what I thought. So
yeah.
when I try to update, in other words, I go to Zoom's web. This is for my Zoom 8 camera that I do all my videos with. Okay, so there's for over a year. There's been an update available, and it's like I'm having some issues every once in a while. Like I'm in the middle of getting ready to load a video into my computer so I can put it on YouTube, and all of a sudden, boom, it'll stop, and my computer. I get a little message in the right hand corner of my laptop. It says does not recognize the device. Well, of course it recognized. It was just on, and then all of a sudden, it's in the middle of it. It stops. So I said, maybe it's time. I just restart the computer, and then all of a sudden it works again. Okay. But so it's like I said tonight, maybe it's time that I finally update my Q8. And there's a video. Zoom has a YouTube video, and I'm following the guy. And I go to Zoom's site, I pick Q8, and it's like, what am I doing? Downloading the update or whatever. You click on their site, Mitch. So I click download. Whatever, upload, whatever. So I go to open I try to open the file, and the WinZip box shows up and says your free trial has expired.
Oh, it must came with your computer. You can uninstall that and just use the Windows one. So you would normally, to unzip it, you would right click on it and click extract here. It'll put it in another folder, a normal folder. Then you can get in there and run the executor.
Right click. All right, I'll try that. But now is that something? Could you get in my computer and help me do that?
Yeah.
I'm going to be updating. No, but I mean, when I have the camera plugged into the computer, I'm going to have to plug the camera into the laptop, right, to do it.
Yeah, I can just tell what to do. I mean,
all right. Well, maybe we'll do that.
I'll
try again.
Let me read up on it. I can see what it says and how to do everything. Then
okay, I'll send you a link to the video. It's a very short video. It's so simple, but for me it's impossible.
But you be careful. When updating firmware, you have to be careful.
Yeah, the firmware. That's the thing.
You could brick things.
Well, I don't want to do that. So.
I know.
All right.
Hey, don't call.
and Gussie Wells, what's happening? Wolf, Doc, how you doing, Dog Paw? Rhodey's Jam Cave. He just did another groovy jam. I like your setup, Rhodey. That's cool. They're in the basement. You know, you got 1, 2, 3, 5 guys, 2 guitars, a bass singer, and harmonica player, and a drummer. That's got to be a blast. And they play songs.
Hey Mel, when you owe up,
and Mel,
when you owe up what you did, when you owe up to it, you can you can do anything you want. You can come here and say whatever you want. Until you act like a man, I'm going to keep on knocking you out of here.
Oh, is Mel DT?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. See you later, Mel.
He's just going to come back with something.
I know.
Something else. Something's not right with him.
If somebody any rents is Gussie, if I miss it or Mitch mix it, Mitch misses it. If you see somebody that brings up anything that has DT in it, he's gone.
Hey, well, Mel, he's gonna change his name, so you have to just watch him. But
he was a very bad 6-string Brian. He was a very bad boy. He did something very harmful to somebody else. And I'm not going to mention any names, but he did something very bad and sabotaged somebody's something or other that we all know very well. We're not going to mention names, so he's not welcome.
Anywho, so how are you, Don? By the way,
I'm fine, man. I played golf yesterday. I finally broke 90, which I'm not going to get into golf and all that, but I've been playing very poorly for about a month and a half. I'm no longer a country club member. I'm just a regular peon.
Last year you were killing it, weren't you?
I got actually back in July. I was playing real well, but end of July into August, and now all of September for 2 months. For 2 months, basically, I just not scoring well. But I played good yesterday, and it's really cool. Good. Email Don. All right, Dog. I can't name names, but I'll give you a gist of what happened. But I can't give you any name. I'm sworn to secrecy. Okay. But I'll email you, Doc. We haven't talked for a while anyway, so we'll chat email wise. Yeah, Joe. Oh, Frank, you're right. Joe Wentz is on the mend, which is great. He's been doing a lot of videos, which is very groovy. But we lost somebody. Any of you guys knew the Big G, Gary Tholander, right? Yeah, he passed away apparently. I didn't. Mitch told me, but that's sad.
I guess almost 2 weeks now.
Gary I guess had some issues, but I always, yeah. So I wanted to say cheers, and here's a sip, Jameson, to Gary, because I never had any problems with him.
He's in Florida. His wife's in there. I follow his wife on Facebook, and hopefully she made that all right. I don't know.
Yeah, geez. Yeah, so enjoy. Us older guys got to enjoy every day as it comes. I mean, I can't get too upset about anything, even all the politics stuff that bothers me. I don't care. I'm losing money left and right in my 401k, and who cares?
Something's not.
It's just
right.
that much less. My niece and her and some of my niece and their kids, nephew, they just won't get as much. And so I really I've got to judge Mitch. I'm thinking I might do this if they get it in, but I think I want that the blue and black Epiphone SG. I don't know if it's a Prophecy. I don't know what it is, but it's 24 frets. Got a ebony fingerboard, fretboard, and it's like mainly blue, but the outside edges are black. And it's got some kind of proprietary Fishman pickups. And if I don't like those, you know what? For $800, it's like $800. For $800, I'll rip them. I'll have Jesse take them out and put in some Lollers. Because I love the Loller pickups that I have in that Epi, my Epi 335. Right. I'm not afraid to buy an Epiphone.
Speaking of SG, I had mine, but I got it a year ago, in June, right? A year ago, June. So and I never changed the strings. This is the only guitar that played good right off the rack. And
that's very fortunate.
Because even my good guitars always have them set up, right?
Right.
So, but it looked, the fretboards always look dry, so took it apart yesterday or day before, took the strings off, and I got this. I got this stuff here. Nomad F1 oil, whatever.
Yeah.
And it did a real good job, right? And put new strings on it. But it's got the tailpiece comes off and the bridge comes off, right?
Yeah.
And I put the bridge on I couldn't remember which direction the bridge was.
Oh.
I put it on the wrong way, and
well, hey, Mitch, you know how you can never do that again? Here, let me just show you something, because I learned this from Scott Grove. Can you see this? I don't know how.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, the saddles on your bridge. You're talking about where the saddles are, right? Yeah, that's
Yes.
what you put on backwards.
Yeah, it's
keep in mind that the high E string, it's like steps. So from the skinny string down, it's highest on the skinny string, a little bit lower on the B string, a little bit lower on the G string. And then it starts over on the D string to the A string to the B string. The D is higher, the A is lower, and the E is lower. Yeah. Generally, that's on a Gibson guitar anyway.
Well, so it's a little different.
That's most guitars.
The bridge it's a little different than the bridge that's on the Les Paul.
I know, but you still have those. You still have aren't they staggered like that?
Yeah, they are.
The high.
You're right.
So that's how I had the same problem at first. It's like, did I got it on right? Yeah, I got it on. But I learned that from Scott Grove.
Yeah, it looks like
people don't like him.
Yeah, the EAD and G, E, B, G, and D strings are closer than the low E and A strings are further down. But I didn't realize it, right? But here's another bad thing I did. You adjust the height. There's a screw thing, and I'm like, why is the thing loose? Not paying attention.
Oh,
so I screwed them down. It wasn't a big deal. I got.
Did it change the intonation? That should change the intonation.
Well,
and the action. Too.
It was too close. I got it up to where. Okay. I got it where I can play chords way high up, and it's not getting out of it. It's good now.
Well, as long as it didn't mess with the intonation, then you're fine.
Nah.
You're fine.
Yeah, I didn't mess with the.
I don't know if this is true or not, but years before Scott Grove really, to me, he went off the deep end a little bit. He's got this stupid looking beard, and he looks terrible, and he's doing live streams and trying to make money. He says he's broke, and he's got a lot of neurological problems. At one point he said he was one of those things, schizophrenic or something. But I'm going back about 3 or 4 years now. But I thought he had a good point, because he's one of the guys that says do not oil your fingerboard or fretboard. Okay, and his logic, to me, it sounds logical. Oil attracts dirt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put oil on your fingerboard, even if you wipe it off, it's still oily. Okay. And when you play, you're gonna get more gook on the fingerboard. I mean, you clean it off when you change the strings, or you loosen the strings and you can clean it. But hey, I thought that was good. It doesn't matter to me. Most people do put some kind of oil on their fingerboard. I tell them when I have my guitar, like when Jesse sets up my guitar, I say, I don't want any oil on the fingerboard.
Right.
I don't want it real slippery.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, mine. I put the stuff on right, and rubbed it in and then let it set for 15 minutes, then just wiped it off real good. But I can't. It feels like a different guitar.
Right. Edwin Crane has joined the chat. Hey, Edwin.
Hey, Ed.
And hey, Mitch. Doc, the dog paw. He says if you play enough, you do not need oil. Finger does it all. I
know. Some people. I'm on these Facebook forums on.
I use alcohol on mine. Yeah, that dries it out.
Or what? Some
alcohol will clean it, but that's going to dry it out, right?
Some people use lighter fluid.
Yeah,
but Don, I'm on these different Facebook groups on the Gibson, and one guy said he's at his Les Paul for 20 years. He never put enough on it. It's fine. I mean, they get all these arguments with each other. I don't. I don't get involved. I just like
Man, things like that and the whole tone wood, the different kinds of wood, I don't know. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that argument.
Yeah.
Plays like a finely oiled guitar. Very good, Edwin. Did we miss anybody else? There's Gussie.
Eddie, Edwin, Frank C. Dan in New Jersey. Hey, Dan.
Oh, listen, if anybody out there, anybody that's in the chat, if you like, I recommended it. So there's this guy, Retro Bites. He doesn't have any content on his channel, but he likes it. He commented on a video I did, 2019, 3 years ago, when I was 62. I did a cover of a song, Hollywood by America, which is a very cool song. It's only 2 chords, but they do it well. It's a cool song. But anyway, he liked it, and he wanted to know how to play it. He couldn't figure out what I was doing or what they were doing. So I did a tutorial for him, and I do terrible tutorials, by the way. But he's also a beginner guitarist. And, in one of his comments, he said he just wants to learn a lot of old songs. So I recommended to him Marty Schwartz and Justin Guitars. And I know that guy, Shut Up and Play, is real good at teaching you songs, but that might be a little too advanced for this guy. But Justin Guitars is great. I think the guy's is he Australian or New Zealand? I don't want to piss anybody off. But anyway, he does like tutorials for the guy that just got their first guitar yesterday. He's really good, to the advanced player too. He's a good player, and he'll show you how. But so if you go to my video, you don't have to watch. Please don't watch it. It's it's not going to interest you. But in the comments, if you have somebody that you think is real good at showing you how to play songs, like old songs, probably classic rock or whatever, throw a link in there for this guy.
You want me to throw? You want me to throw a link?
To do it now. Well, not here, not in this, not in the chat, on the video. Because I doubt if Retro Bites even, watches live streams. He doesn't. His YouTube channel, he doesn't have any content. He's got 100-some subs, I think.
Oh, he doesn't? Because I couldn't find it. I was trying to find. I could not find it. I couldn't get it to come up.
You got to type in Retro Bites, BYTES, with a capital R.
Oh, very far. I was trying to.
But anyway, or you can just go. He comments. Well, he didn't comment.
You did one today or yesterday.
Yeah, he might have. You can click, that's the easiest way to get to the channel. Just go to the comments and click the name.
I was going to ask you if he liked
so
what you did.
He said there was another part of it he wanted to learn, so I did part 2 today. Today I did part 2, and I suggested Justin Guitars and Shut Up and Play, Shut Up and Play. I'd already told him about Marty Schwartz. I'd already told him about that guy. Gave him a link, I think, and Marty's Music or whatever it is.
Right.
And I gave him links to Justin Guitars and Shut Up and Play. That guy's good. Shut Up and Play. I forget the other guy. He has 2 channels. He shut one down as far as comments because he got destroyed. People are mean in the comments to these big channels, man. And he started another one. I forget that with his name, but he'll show you how to play the song. And he's the best. And I can't think of his name. Somebody might come up with it. Guitar Mastery here on YouTube. The only teacher I recommend. Okay, Doc. He's been paying money for some app, and I said, to me, that's a waste of money. There's too many people on YouTube for free that'll teach you how to play guitar.
Really?
Yeah. What are you typing?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
You keep on talking.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. All right, I'll keep talking. So, all right, Doc, I'll check out Guitar Mastery. Not that I don't want any lessons. I don't want to know any theory. I have mastered the olive oilian mode, scale, and triad. I just play, guys. Hey, there's Paul Lou. Paul, are you dry, or is your house standing? Is it, did you get blown over by the big bad wolf, Eon? I forgot. I should have emailed you. I felt terrible when Mitch. I said because my niece and her husband they stayed in Dunedin. They never left. Yeah, you're good. Cool.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, Paul's doing good. So you're a little north of Hudson, right? A little northeast of Hudson, right? I know they made out pretty good. Actually, because I was watching, YouTube, they were doing a news feed right from there, right where I was at. There was no Woodard. It was pushing the Woodard out of the Gulf. Anyway. Have you got any new gear, by the way?
No.
I just got those lights.
I like the remote control thing. How much is that thing?
It was 44, and it's like a 50-watt LED, but it puts out like 500 watts, but it's actually 50. And I forget how to.
Now, is that it, Mitch? Is that like pointed at the wall, or is it like under the wall?
Yeah, it's on the floor. It's got a little stand. Yeah, I'll bring it up. Oh, you're not gonna be able to. So I'm not gonna be able.
No, don't rip your headphones. Don't rip your headphones out.
It's about. Well, I was going to lift it up. The cord's not long enough.
Yeah. That's all right.
It's about. Let's see.
So is that
like 5 by 6 or something like that? 7 inches.
Oh, really?
And it's got a little stand. Yes, that's one. Yeah.
So I could put that on the floor, and it would light up all my.
Yes.
In different colors. That might be groovy.
It comes with 2, but I only need 1 in here, and it's outdoors too. But when she puts the Christmas tree up, we might put the other one on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, there you go. All right, cool.
To shine it up.
Cool. How many colors choices do you have?
Whatever you see on that.
Oh my God!
And there's an automatic thing, and I forget how to do it.
I dig the remote control part of it. That's really cool.
Slow. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think this should do it. Good how to do it.
Didn't change color.
No, it didn't. No, I'm trying to make. I can make it do all things. It does all at once. Oh, here, this might be it. I don't know what I did to it.
You have to point it at a certain part of it. Oh, it went off.
There it goes.
It's flashing.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Auto. I can't see because it's dark in here. Auto. That should do something.
I wish my Zoom Q8 camera had a remote control.
All right, watch that.
So I don't have to walk up to the camera and turn it off. That kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Wind destroyed his pergola and busted the screen door enclosure. All else wait a minute. That's stupid. All easily replaced. All right. Well, that's cool, Paul. Yeah.
That's the same thing that happened to John Wiesen. It destroyed his pool covering. That's about it, though. He said it's about it.
So I'm going to have to go and look at Dave Byron's channel, and I'm sure he'll do a video update on probably already has. I kind of got out of touch with him.
Mm-hmm.
Just look up on YouTube, Improvising Rock Guitar, the book. Half of your heroes probably learned from it. I did. Still sound sheet with 2. Still have the sound sheet. What the hell's a sound sheet? With the 2 songs, I swear by it. I don't want to buy a book. That's too much work.
Yeah, I guess. Well, when we were young, there was no YouTube, right? When we were kids. Yeah, you had to learn from a book or the record.
Oh, thanks, Janice. Yeah, I like that song a lot myself. And hey, Janice, I'll work eventually I'm gonna collab with you on Sweet Home Chicago. I think that's the song. Your last video. Because you left a lot of space in there, and those are good chords to jam to. That's fun. That's a blues.
Can I comment on Dan in New Jersey?
Oh, please.
He's talking about the Beato book. I was looking at a video today that Rick Beato, I think put up yesterday, and he was talking about this elderly gentleman, like 84, 87 years old, was talking about he'd like to get his book, but it was he only wants to learn just part of it. Anyway, Rick was touched by the email, and so I think he sent it to gave him one of his copies for nothing, and he started talking about this guy's like 87 years old and he wants to learn, and so he was really overwhelmed by this guy's email, and he sent him, but this guy, he saw a lot of famous blues players played in person. I think he's from the UK. Anyway, it's kind of a heartwarming video from Rick Beato. Watch that last one he put up. It was good.
Cool. Yeah, I think
I don't watch him a whole lot.
I don't watch him, but every once in a while it'll pop up, or I'll go to his channel and see what he's talking about or who he's interviewing or whatever. We got some new additions: Charlie S., Rick Hefner, and who else? Dwight.
Hey, Rick.
Dwight the Hitman. Yeah, Dwight, I was catching up on some of your videos today. Groovy stuff. All right, what the hell is going on here? Oh, well, that works. Okay, now I've got Mitch, I don't know what I did, but I just clicked. Now I've got this monster pop-up chat on the right, and you and me and the emucks are real tiny on the left, but I can see it. So I don't really need to see me. I can see you fine. Yeah, but now I can see the chat better.
There you go.
So we appreciate everybody stopping in. We just really didn't have any agenda for tonight, did we?
Well, no, I just felt like talk. I mean, I got all stuff I'm going to.
We were going to clickbait you guys and do something. Was it Saturday night? But was it Dave Stafford Music?
Yeah, he normally does stuff for Friday, so he did.
And they had
Saturday.
Joe on there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what you're talking about? That Joe Wentz was doing good, and he did a cool video, and I had to think. So he did a video. He can't work, but he wanted to get out of the house. He went to Guitar Center, okay? And he was looking at guitars, and something intrigued him. He picked up this, it was a pink, I don't know if it was a Jackson Dinky or I don't know what kind of guitar.
Some kind of, I think it's.
Yeah, it was one of the, it was a metal type guitar with a Floyd Rosenthal. And he was like shocked. The thing was set up, the action was good, and it sounded good. And, he was playing it, you could hear him playing. I guess, I don't know if he had somebody, I don't know how he was videoing it, but it doesn't matter. But I started thinking, did I guess a lot of times I've played my guitar and like I would have bought that Firebird at Bill's Music House a year or so ago, but it was set up so shitty. I mean, that guitar had been there forever. They finally saw it. But you know what? I can honestly say, whether it's Bill's Music House, the store up the street, or anytime we've been to Guitar Center, or I've been there. I met Jesse there one time. He helped me pick out a cheap amp. I wanted to buy an amp so I could jam with my ex-buddy, the drummer. And I've never been in there and somebody was playing that was really good. So what a treat it would have been to have been in Guitar Center that day to hear Joe Wentz play, because he said he sounded like shit. He sounded great.
Did you see the guy? You see the stranger came up to him?
Yeah, the bass player.
Yeah.
He
was real impressed.
Bass player. He said, "I wish I had a bass hooked up. I'd play with it, And he gave Joe his card. I think he worked for post office or somebody. He was there on his lunch break. That guy was on his lunch break. But that's a good video, Joe. But it's good to see Joe. I'm surprised he could play guitar, because they put like 9 holes in his stomach to go in with the cameras and the tools to do all the work that they did. He had some serious shit. I mean, his kidneys, operated on, and he's doing good. But I didn't know he'd be able to play guitar, because I would think his stomach is real tender, and to have a guitar, he played, he's playing and standing up kind of guy at home. Of course, at Guitar Center, he was sitting down. But anyway, has anybody ever been in a music store and somebody really good? I've never heard really anybody really good playing.
Yeah,
I've heard some really terrible shit. I've heard.
I heard both. I heard some really good, and you're like my lack of ability. I'm afraid to play, or I said, put me in a room by myself so no one can hear me. But yeah, I've been
don't undersell yourself. I listened to Jesse's guitar. You remember he did that about a year or so ago, maybe over a year ago. I forget when. I think it was during COVID. He did that Inner BB channel, Inner BB Jam, Inter-Channel BB Jam.
Mhm.
You played good on that. He did a really nice backing track. The Thrill Is Gone, and I get you, me, Rick Romanelli, Hack, Emperism.
You brought up a good point right there that we talked about the other day. I'll learn something, I can't remember it. I don't learn songs all the way through. The only way I can play them is if I have them written out.
Is that right?
Yeah, I just can't remember a song always, the proper way. It's so easier for me to play a backing track and just jam to it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I don't know. Look, I give anybody that's ever played in a band for whether it was one set or 5 sets, or how you all remember all those songs, and especially the singer, how he remembers the words to all those goddamn songs. It's beyond me, because I don't have the patience to sit down. Like, I tried to sit down and watch. There were several different people to show you how to play All Right Now by Free. I love that song. And when I was a teenager, you go to teen center, you dances at junior high school. Never went to dances in high school. Too busy driving around doing stuff we weren't supposed to be doing. But I just couldn't absorb the whole song. And it's not that it's a pretty easy song to play. I mean, it's not easy to play properly, but it's easy enough to play if you just want to play it. I can't remember all that.
I was just one of the ones I was messing with recently. But even a few solos that I kind of played halfway decent. I played one of his Queen solos. That for me it's pretty good. But I don't have a clue how to play it. I have it on one of my videos from a couple of years. I don't remember how to play it at all. So when I do learn something, I don't remember. I don't remember.
I get pissed off. In my Trio Plus, I can program, I think 11 or 12, per chord progressions,
right?
And then and that gives me bass guitar and drums on top of rhythm guitar. And I was jamming earlier tonight, and I'm playing one of my old. It's like, look, what are the chords? I can't remember the chords, and it took me 5 minutes to fiddle around and turn off the Trio and figure out what the hell I was. I can't even remember my own shit. Somebody. I remember back a couple years ago, about 5 years ago, I was trying to learn Back in Black, and I got it down but I'd have to go watch the videos again, how to play it, and I still wouldn't be able to play it right. It's just not my thing. All right, what's going on in the chat? Have not heard from Dave.
The Hitman's in there. I don't know if we mentioned him. The Hitman, Dwight.
Yeah, Dwight. Yeah, I mentioned him. Yeah, Doc. I watch all. But there's some more recent. What's it? Paul Rogers is the singer of that song. All Right Now. Is that the guy? I think you're
right.
He's done his own. There's SMS, Stafford Music Studios. Hey, Dave, what's happening, dude?
Hey,
Dirty Dog did your live stream. Me and Mitch were going to go on live for Saturday night, but we knew nobody'd be watching us because you guys have a good show. Plus, you had Joe on, and that was groovy. So I watched your show. That was cool. That was good. You and R2 and Joe. Hey, Dave, you buy a lot of guitars on and off over the years. Have you ever gone into a store? Now, you're a good guitar player, Dave, but have you ever gone into a store and heard somebody play it to the level of Joe? I've never heard anybody play like that. I love his last video. We were just talking about that, Dave. So everybody, check out Dave's Stafford Music Studio. He does good live streams. They do.
Yes.
They do riffs, they play guitars and all. It's a little bit more exciting than what we have to offer here. As much as I enjoyed their trivia contest and all, I'm kind of glad. I don't think you've been doing those as much because what is up with people acting like assholes in the chat when people on live streams do trivia contests? Oh, I had the answer first. No, I had the answer first. No, the answer is first. Whoever's running the live stream, whatever his chat shows, because all over the country, all over the world, there's different satellites and different feeds. And it's like, give you an example. So the timing is different. It's like when I call Mitch during a Ravens game. Okay, Mitch,
oh my God.
Do you believe that play? The play hasn't even in where are you at?
Yeah.
Hanover, Pennsylvania.
Well,
The
I
play
have a
hasn't
Roku.
even shown on the TV.
I have a Roku, right?
Oh, okay.
Now the TV might be a little different, but I have a Roku and I have the Xfinity app on there, and yeah, it can be.
All right. Well, you're
5 minutes
Xfinity.
behind.
I'm Verizon, so I think Verizon gets the feed quicker, and maybe it's the fiber optics. The underground. Well, who knows? I don't know how all this shit works, but it always intrigued me how pissed off people got during trivia contests and live streams.
Yeah,
It's very very childish.
you should
Dave posted on there cleaning up, but was very brief on his post. Okay, thanks, Janice. And I'm working on throwing some leads on top of your latest song. And check out Janice. She did Sweet Home Chicago. She did it very well. And check out everybody's channel. Rhodey Jam Cave just did another jam down in the basement. I didn't know the song, but it was a groovy song. I forget what it was, but
yeah.
Have you been up to length music lately?
No, I was thinking about going today. Margaret went out today by herself.
Did she? Good. How's she doing? She's doing
still
good.
It was 6 weeks. Was there 6 weeks yesterday? Yeah, she's doing good.
Just using a cane now, right?
Yeah. She's not in here when she goes out.
When she goes out, right? Yeah.
But is it 6 weeks or 7 weeks yesterday? I forget. Anyway, but it's the first time she went out by herself where she actually got out of a car. She had to pick up some medicine at Walmart.
I'm guessing it's about 6 weeks.
Oh no, Walmart. They came to her car and gave it to her. She went to Giant. She went get some food.
Hey, you got a new nickname, Mitch.
What?
You are now Hurricane Mitch.
Oh yeah, Hurricane Mitch. Yeah.
What's happening, James Miscellaneous?
How you doing? Tech guy. The tech guy. The tech guy. Yeah, I love covers. I love doing it. I'll mess with them, but I just don't,
Doc, did Jack Flash do a original or a cover? Guy's talented. I'll give him that. He is talented.
Yeah.
All right, Steve. If you could stop back. I don't know how long.
No problem.
Might be another 10 minutes or so.
Actually,
we don't have a whole lot on the plate tonight, do we?
Well, we talked about. I did want to bring up. If you rather play with just improvise, play with a backing track, or do covers.
Score. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's too much work doing covers. Covers are so much work.
I'm trying, and I think I'm trying to. The song, "Rock Around the Clock."
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to the chromatic riff. I cannot get it. You got to do it with a legato.
That guy was a good guitar player.
There's a lot of people, and
that guy picked. He was doing a lot of alternate picking, man. I call it machine gun leads, man. That's one of the greatest to me. That's one of the greatest rock licks of all times. Mm-hmm. Rock Around the Clock. That guitar solo.
But you know what I do a lot? Like I joined this where you get these backing tracks, and supposedly you won't get you won't play on YouTube. Yeah. So I joined this. They're like two
copyright claims or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm learning that one. Keep your hands to yourself, right? And Joe was trying to help me with it. Anyway, right. But what I'm doing to make it even easier for me, so I put the whole thing. I'm using Reaper, right, in my DAW, so I can put that track in there, so I can play with it and keep the time, play it right. And then I have one where it doesn't have the guitar on it, and I can put the guitar on it anyway. But I still had trouble, So I print out. Where is it? I had it somewhere. So I print out the words, and then I'm looking at I'm playing, and I know when to change and make.
Yeah, right. Because you're singing it in your head, kind of.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then it's telling me when to change so I can get it right.
Right.
Because I just can't remember. It's only 2 measures, not 1, not 3. Only Anyway, it's fun. Yeah, whatever.
I did a cover. I did a cover a couple years ago, or I don't know how long ago it was, but I always loved that song "Smooth Operator" by Sade. Okay, I just thought that I love those. It's minor chords. I actually made up a jam or a song. It's more of a jam, but I have it. I don't have it on my channel right now. I think I had it on and took it off because it was a shitty version. But I used those chords. But that I spent easily, Mitch, 2 days, not all day, but at least a couple hours for 2 full days, programming it into my Trio Plus and do it. And I kind of did. I mean, there's probably 20 clams in it. Okay. But I kind of tried to follow it, and I did the bass solo on guitar. That there's a bass solo on Smooth Operator. It's really groovy. To me, it's a great. There's nothing technically pyrotechnic about it. It's just a nice melodic solo, and that is a lot of work. It really is. And I'll just use Joe. We're talking Joe Wentz, and he does covers to the T. I mean, he'll throw in probably some of his own stuff in there.
Yeah,
but he nails the leads of the song, like a Van Halen. I don't know, the teacher song or whatever. I don't know the names of them. But
by the way, if you want to, he's offering lessons. I mean, if anybody wants lessons, he's
he'd be one. If I was going to pay somebody for lessons, I'd consider.
Right? I don't think he would.
I don't want lessons.
I don't want to learn somebody younger. See, he would never gouge anybody else.
Right. No. But he'll do it, like a Zoom thing or a,
right.
One-on-one over the computer, and it works.
Right.
It does work.
But I love the way his style, and he's unbelievable with the whammy bar when the Floyd Rose.
He's a squealer, man. He can squeal on that guitar, man. He can do all those Van Halen and all those other Zach, all those guys that can do all that crazy shit.
I'm going to say he's even before.
Do you ever use a whammy bar?
I tried messing with it. No, I only have it on. I have it Floyd only on my EVH. It's the only thing I have now, and I haven't messed with it in a long time. Hey, there's Dave. Dave Reese. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, Dave. What's happening, man? Picks and paints. You painting up a storm, Dave? Doc is working on I'm Going Home by 10 years after Alvin Lee. Well, let's get it on the channel there, Doc. Dogpa.
I had one of their albums back when I was a kid.
I saw him live, man. That was.
Did you?
I really can't remember any of it because we got so fucked up. You got to remember in the 70s, man, you're sitting there, you've got your own stash, and shit just comes by. You're sitting there watching a concert, and here comes a doob. And, when you're in high school back in the 70s, you participated, or you didn't, but I did.
Yeah.
So I don't remember any of it, but I just know he was like the coolest cat ever. I saw him, I saw Steve Miller, and I saw Leslie West all my junior and senior year of high school. Oh man, saw some good, and it was Civic Center. And I don't care if it sounded good or bad, acoustically, because it sounded great to me.
I saw Johnny Winter there. I went at this.
You saw Johnny
Winter? That's when I didn't care. I went by myself. I was a kid. I didn't. Yeah. I think. And then I went to another time.
How old were you?
18, 19, somewhere 20. I don't know. Young. I mean, I was driving.
Did you get high just breathing?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't went by myself.
No, but it was the whole room. It was, you could smoke cigarettes. But people smoked weed like it was, they didn't.
I can't remember. Now, when we saw AC/DC, I went with some friends, and it was just constantly going around the whole. It was at the Capitol Center. It's all
right. I'll tell you what was shocking. I don't know what concert it was, but we saw it at the Capitol Center. And for the life of me, I can't remember. This is after I met Janet. We went down. I think we went with some friends, and I can't remember for the life of me who we saw. But all of a sudden, it was like really weird. You couldn't smoke indoors. You couldn't smoke, tobacco. And all of a sudden, you were seeing like in the beginning, and this is just the warm up band because I can't remember who the headliner was we went to see. I can't remember anything, and I wasn't getting high then because you couldn't. And we were seeing all these people getting dragged out because they were firing up tubes. This is in the 80s now. So it didn't take long. It was less than 10 years. They put us, that was like, that ain't happening. But I'm sure at outdoor concerts, people are lighting up, especially with all the availability now with the medical marijuana. And a lot of states are, speaking of that, this state of Maryland's going to legalize marijuana. It's up for it's going to be determined by the voters in November. And all indications are that it's going to landslide be approved. So guess how long it's going to take before the state can figure out how to market it legally, as recreational use? Like 2 years. 2 years. Because they got, all the politicians have to, get their bribes for who they're going to give the licenses to and who's going to be on the committee that decides who gets the it's like you got to have a liquor store, you got to have a liquor license or have a bar to sell alcohol. Well, you're going to have a marijuana license to sell recreational marijuana because it will be legalized in Maryland, but it's going to take them 2 years to set up the infrastructure for how it's going to work. Is that crazy? It doesn't take 2 years, folks. It shouldn't take 2 months. When you think about it, think all the revenues they're losing.
We're talking about the Capitol Center. How many times were you there? I think I was only there twice.
Probably half dozen times. Christ,
I saw Beach Boys. And you know who opened? Because the one time I was in a band where I made any money.
I wish I'd seen the Beach Boys. I never saw them.
I was in a band one time, and they did a lot of Beach Boys, and of course they were in town. So we had to go see them, right? You know who opened up for the Beach Boys? Chicago.
God, are you kidding
That's
me?
when Terry Camp, he was there. Terry Camp.
You saw him? You saw Terry? Oh my God! I don't like you anymore.
What year did he pass away? This was like in the mid. This is like 76.
Yeah, you saw him in the mid 70s. If you saw Terry, because it was late 70s, but it didn't take him long. I'll tell you the two best concerts I saw were Charlie Daniels opened, then Marshall Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the Allman Brothers, but it might have been Leonard Skinner was the headliner. I can't remember.
I love Leonard Skinner. Yeah.
But probably as good as that was, the best one, I think it was the Allman Brothers. Yeah, that was the High Falls during the when the Allman Brothers did High Falls, which is actually an excellent period for the post Wayne Allman Brothers. Didn't get the Win, Lose or Draw album didn't get good reviews, but it's a very good album. A lot of good songs on it. But anyway, the best concert I saw was Al Di Meola opening up for Santana.
There, you can see the thing on the floor.
Oh yeah. And that's only $50.
It's 44. And I got.
If you can remember, send me a link for that thing.
Okay.
I might get that. That's cheap. All right, I'm missing. What's going on here? Death penalty here, not here. Ever enjoying PRS this week? Oh, Frank's enjoying his PRS.
The one I sold him, my old one.
Oh, right.
But he upgraded everything on it, the pickups.
Okay. Did Frank used to live up here?
Yeah. Remember we went to.
Right. So he did move down to North Carolina. Okay. I thought that was the guy. I was wondering how was he in North Carolina? I thought I just met him a couple years. What was that? That was before COVID, right? I think I
can't remember. Was it before?
I think it was 2019 before COVID.
Well, let me tell you something. When I told you a good friend of mine passed away a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He played drums.
Right, you're a drummer.
Right, and 4 or 5 days ago, his brother killed himself. They were older. He was older, like in his 80s.
Oh my
God! Shot himself. But anyway,
that's terrible.
Remember we were in Links. You had left, and then me and Frank were talking a while. So I saw the guy. I saw him. Saw him. He was on his strike.
Oh my God!
I saw him on. I think it's the last time. It is the last time I saw him. Saw him on his strike at the red light there and said, "Hi, how you doing?" And that's the last time I saw him. He lived up here, but we're from Randallstown. He lived in Hampstead when I lived there, and then he
Is
moved
that
up
right?
here.
Right.
And I just I saw him like a year ago at
Right.
Giant.
Randallstown to Hampstead to Hanover. Wow.
Yeah, he lived up here.
That's it.
Yeah. It was just.
All right. Welcome back, Dave, Stafford Music Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Look, Doc the Dog Pie, he's always busting my chops because one of my favorite guitarists is John McLaughlin. And there's a lot of stuff if you listen to John McLaughlin, I think
a lot of people like
shit.
John. Yeah.
But a lot of his stuff sounds like shit because he uses a funky tone, and a lot of stuff he plays makes no sense to anybody but him, or a hard jazz out. But if you listen to the album Visions of the Emerald Beyond, it's very melodic. And it's one of those albums, in my opinion, there's not a bad song on it. But anyway, yeah, he's always busting my chops. He saw Clapton, Santana, joined by John McLaughlin and Keith. Yeah, okay. All right, Doc. You topped me, you son of a bitch.
Did you play Crossroads? Did you play Crossroads too? You play that?
Play that song?
Yeah.
No,
from Cream.
I can't play that.
Is it? Yeah, it's Cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
But Eric Clapton, they did. Cream did it, but Eric Clapton's done many versions of it live. If you YouTube it, Mitch, you have mannerisms of a supervillain stirring around in that chair.
Oh shoot! Just almost knocked my table there. Yeah.
Oh, hey Mitch, me and Janet watched Maverick last night. Top Gun Maverick. That was good.
I liked it.
It was rent for $4.99, but because we haven't rented anything, we get free credits through Verizon.
Oh, really?
So we got to watch it for free. It was good.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
see
watch it again?
Elvis? Did you see the Elvis movie? That's good too.
No.
Oh,
I'm Elvised out.
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was very, very well done.
If I can watch it for free,
it's on free. It's free up here. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So Stafford is going to be in my channel 9 p.m. Central tomorrow night, and okay, cool. So you're good. So Friday night, I guess it was Friday night. No, you did.
They were on last Saturday. That's why I canceled. That's why.
Right. Okay.
I didn't know.
So tomorrow night, if you want to, if you like a chat, a really good chat too.
Funny, very funny, very funny.
9 o'clock Central Time is 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Stafford's Music Studio. That'll be Dave, R2, R3 Locking Nut, and Joe Wentz. So good, yeah. Tomorrow night Central Time, which is Eastern Time. Don't worry about that, Dave. Phones are like that. All right, cool.
Yeah, we ran and we went live tonight. I just emailed.
Well, it's cool. I'm glad I caught. I didn't catch it till I guess an hour and a half after you posted it. But I'm on and off my computer.
I don't know who goes live that I care about.
Well, normally I would have said no because I'd be watching the NFL. Thursday night football. Now that you got to buy something or subscribe, get a free. I'm not doing that shit.
Oh, you don't have Prime?
No, I got it. And I'm not going to get it.
Well, I don't have. I mean, my daughter set it up. I wouldn't have got it.
Anybody? Hey, how about an update on the score? What's the score of the game?
I don't know. I'll see.
I don't feel like
Orioles still might. If they keep on losing, they'll go below 500. They got 6 or 7 games.
I hope they stay above 500.
They need
they have no business. They got a minor league team. They have no business being where they at. But it has been exciting watching their games, man. For let's see, this is September, end of September, through the middle of August into late September. You couldn't count them out in any game. The Orioles. That was crazy.
Yeah.
They kept coming back and winning. All these young guys. This guy Gunnar Henderson came up out of nowhere. We got the best catcher in baseball, Adley Rutschman, and he's a rookie.
Yeah,
they got some good young players on that team.
They're going to be better next year. Watch, still going to be better next year. You know who the unsung hero, the real unsung hero is? I said this at a Oriole forum that I follow. The left field wall.
The left field wall, right?
Because they put it back.
Yeah, they put it back. They put it back good ways back.
Yeah.
We've lost a lot of home runs, but the other and as much as I like this guy Judge, a big moose for the Yankees that hit 61 home runs now. I don't know unless he hit one tonight, he's got 60.
They didn't play. They come here.
They didn't play. Oh,
come here tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah,
he'll break the.
He hits more home runs against the Orioles, I think, than any other.
As much I like the guy. I mean, he's phenomenal. Hopefully, he's not juiced. I don't think he needs to. He's so big. I mean, he's like 6'6" or something. 6'7". When he looks like reminds me. They used to have a cartoon of the Giants playing. I think it was a Disney cartoon playing the little guys, and the little guys won. Mm-hmm. But he's so much bigger than everybody. But he was crying back in May or April or May when the first time we played the Yankees. The Yankees came to Baltimore and played, and he hit a couple of them.
I remember.
He had 3 home runs in one game, and I think he would have had 4 home runs in the game.
It wasn't for the wall.
But except for the wall, and he was complaining about it. It's like, hey, look, dude.
He's gonna get one more home run. He'll probably before the season at least. Anyway. All right, so we're about over an hour.
Oh, you want to cut it off?
Yeah, you think that's enough?
Yeah, because I got to take my dog out and attend to other matters in the household here.
All right.
So that was fun. Thanks everybody for joining us. We're not doing it regularly. We may get back into that one day, but we'll, every couple of weeks or whatever, once a month, who knows, twice a month.
Yeah.
It's fun. We thought we'd do it. Mitch felt like doing it. I said, why not? We'll do it. Everybody subbed to everybody. And I don't think we missed anybody. Did we miss real quick? Let me go back. Nah. I think same 10 or 11 people been here most of the night.
Yeah. I think
and we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Spencer Cron. We missed Spencer. Hey, Spencer. Sorry we acknowledged you right away. Janice, I'm working on our collaboration. I'll get to it one of these days. Guys, I got to go to play before Laz. Oh, I guess Laz guitar, whatever. Laz.
Is he live?
Laz Guitar Studio. What I forget whatever. So Laz is doing. Looks like Laz is doing a live stream or something. Him and Johnny Bean have been doing stuff together. I've noticed. And you really should help them. All right, Doc. I want to see. I'm going home. I'm going to hold you to it, and I'll email you and give you the minus names, the scoop of what was going on.
I got a shout out.
Oh, good.
My wife yesterday was 38 years that she put up with me. 38 years.
Oh, happy anniversary, dude!
And so we went went to Red Lobster yesterday.
Nice.
And
Did you eat lobster?
Nah, I'd rather have. Nah, I'm not crazy about lobster. But you know what? I did have coconut shrimp. If you ever have coconut shrimp, and it was good. I'm not a big fan of, but seems like it's better now than it was. So
38. You got me and Janet by about 5 years. Yeah, 5 years.
And this is
we're 33.
My second marriage and her second marriage. So
my only marriage ever, and my wife's second. So all right. Well, thanks everybody. Go over to Music Therapy Laz. That's the name of the channel.
Yeah.
And he's got a live stream going on apparently. Thanks for telling us, Janice. And everybody else, thank you so much. And we'll see you the next time we do one of these crazy things.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Mitch, I'm not going to hang. I got to go, okay?
All right. So we'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.
I'll be talking to you. All right. Good night, guys.
Good weekend, everybody.
Hey, there's Dale. Dale comes in right when we leave. See you, Dale.
I'm ending right now. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.